Hi, I thought I'd pop by just to give you a little update on what's been happening with my weight loss journey. So, I have been taking fat jabs or skinny jabs or, well, medication basically to help me with my weight loss since the middle of August 2024. So, it's sort of what, a year and 5 months, 4 months, something like that. And I'm kind of more on a kind of maintenance situation at the moment, I would say. I've definitely lost the majority of what I want to lose. In total, I have lost around about 63 kilograms, something like that, which is about 10 stone, which is about 140 pounds. And that's pretty phenomenal. I mean, people who see me now who hadn't seen me for a while are pretty flabbergasted really by the amount that I've lost and the change in my shape and the change in my general health. I have gone from an UK size 26 to about a size, definitely a size 14, size 12 in other things like waistcoats and things which are, like jumpers and stuff. So I've really, really transformed into a much healthier person, more of a kind of normal range of person. Now, I've been writing a book, a sort of memoir book, kind of well-being book, and I'm a very much a body positive person. And I wasn't, when I was 137 kilos or a size 26, that wasn't the heaviest I've been in my life. The heaviest I have been has been 225 kilograms and about a size 36 to 40, which is huge. I was like a kind of ocean liner when I entered a room. And being somebody of that size really puts you at a massive, massive disadvantage in life because armchairs are not made wide enough for you to sit in. Aeroplane seats are not made wide enough for you to sit in either. You have to take two seats on an aeroplane. You also have to have an extender seat belt because basically you're so big. Cars are really, car seat belts are really tight, all sorts of things. So when you're a much more of a kind of normal range of size, which is what I am now, I find that life generally and getting around life is a lot easier. That is why I decided to lose weight. I decided to lose weight for my health. And as a kind of consequence of that, it's improved my general appearance, I suppose, because as I said, I'm considered to be more within a normal range of sizes. When I was much larger, I'd always find it really hard to find clothes that I liked or clothes that fitted. Now I don't have that problem at all. I just don't have the money to go out and buy them. So I've got to sell a lot of my old clothes and I've got to slowly rummage around in charity shops and online like eBay and stuff like that, Vinted and things to see what I can find because I don't really want to have to pay full price for some of the stuff that I really like, which is quite expensive, a lot of it. So here I am. I am much lighter, much healthier, much more physically active. I feel a lot better in myself. I'm more capable and able of doing things. I don't put barriers in my way, and my weight was always a bit of a barrier. I was always worried about if we were going to go on a walk or was there going to be a hill? Was there going to be steps going up or down? Talking of steps, I didn't like going up and down stairs. I'd always take the elevator. And also things like putting pictures up or getting things out of the top cupboard. I didn't like going on my little sort of indoor steps to do that either. So I'd always have to wait for somebody to come and do it for me. And I hated that. I hated being reliant on other people. So in terms of my general day-to-day tasks and well-being and health, I'm feeling so much better, so much more capable, so much more able. And although there have been some hikes in the prices of weight loss medication here in the UK, and I'm hoping that those are going to go down because I'm really hoping that more people will have access to it because at the moment it's a little bit of an elitist drug. Unless you're a really high BMI, like 40 something or whatever it is, and you've got other comorbidity diseases going on like heart disease or diabetes or something, you won't be able to get the prescription on the National Health Service. You'll have to go privately. So I do think that it's a little bit, well, it's very unfair. And I'm hoping that that will change. in the future as the drugs become generic and more commonly available, and we stop having to take them in sort of pen form in injections. They will hopefully be cheaper and easier to transport, and then more widely available. I do think that these drugs are a game changer. They're a game changer because somebody like me losing 140 pounds. How was I going to be able to do that? Even losing the first 10 pounds or 20 pounds, that would have taken me a long time. And I would have been yo-yoing from losing weight to gaining weight to losing weight to gaining weight, and really getting very sort of down in the dump about, not having consistency in losing weight. Whereas this way, I've managed to lose weight consistently. And that's given me the impetus and the kind of the real Kickstarter to a healthier, more active life. I got my puppy. He has been an absolute joy. I've had him for just over a year, just about, I don't know, 13 or 14 months. He has completely transformed my life. Getting outside and walking is phenomenal and I love it. And today it's absolutely pouring with rain. It's really windy. We've got the end of a storm or the beginning of a storm that's just arriving here in the UK, and it's absolutely vile out there. So I won't be going out with him today, I don't think, unless it calms down later. But he has absolutely transformed my life. I've had to go walking every single day. So instead of doing an average of, I don't know, less than 1,000 steps a day before I got him last year, I'm now doing sort of 8.5, 10,500 steps a day. And it's winter. So I am absolutely chuffed with that. I would never have been able to have done that before I'd lost some weight. So the upside is you can see I'm, a lot more shapely. My clothes are a lot smaller. I'm much, much happier in myself. I feel more confident in myself. And I feel like I've really achieved something. So I would say to you, I'm not advocating that you go on any medication or do anything without any proper advice from your doctor or your general physician, or don't do that. But I would say to you, it's transformed the way I look at myself, the way I feel about myself, and it's given me a real kind of hop in my step, and I'm feeling a lot happier and a lot better and a lot more kind of able to go forward next year into being the person that I've always knew I could be. So good luck to you. Season's greetings from me to you, and let me know how you're getting on if you've embarked on a journey like this too. Any advice, any tips? I'd love to hear from you. Lots and lots of love from me, and I'll come back again soon. Take care. Bye bye.